Hey Soul Fam, what's up? Welcome and welcome back. So today is going to be a different reading. I am going to describe you. We're going to see who are you really, okay? So I don't know how I'm going to word the title yet, but yeah. So we have group 1 with King of Swords, group 2 Ace of Cups, group 3 Two of Swords, and group 4 Nine of Cups. All right. So we're starting with group 1. We have King of Swords. So for you guys, group 1, you are someone who is very intelligent. You think a lot. You could be analytical. You could be someone who is observant. And you like to think. You like to reflect. You could be someone who thinks deeply. And you could be someone who likes to have deep conversations. Okay. You're someone who's also confident in what you know, and you're confident in speaking your truth and confident in using your voice. Okay. And you guys are also people who know how to put people in their place if you have to. Okay. So you could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or that could be your Venus sign or your Mercury sign is in an air sign. Yeah. Some of you could be people who are serious. Um, you could be someone who takes life seriously, or there could be certain things in life that you take more seriously than others. Okay, I'm also getting you could be a Capricorn. You could be an Earth sign too. Specifically Capricorn and Virgos. Okay. Yeah, you could be strict with certain things in your life. You could have boundaries. You could be someone who doesn't let other people cross your boundaries, and you're not afraid to instill those boundaries with other people, even with like family members and friends and people you're close to. You don't mind standing up for yourself or speaking up and saying, okay, like I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. What we're not going to do is this, what we're not going to do is that, you know? Very intelligent. You're a very mature person. Okay. Now let's keep going. I pre-shuffled some cards here. So um, we have the Raven. It says prepare for change. So you guys could be someone who has been through a lot of different changes within your life. And you could have been through a lot of ups and downs. You could have had a lot of dark times in your life. Could have had people who betrayed you, backstabbed you, or just been through a lot of challenges where you had to deal with things alone. And this could be the reason why you're so strict or why you take certain things in your life seriously more than others. Okay. And I'm getting that you're always one step ahead of the next person or three steps ahead. Like you're someone who plans for the future, or if there's something that happens unexpectedly, you always know what to do. Okay. And this is who you really are deep down. Okay. You could have, I'm hearing you could have battle scars, but you could have literal, like physical scars on your body. Like, I don't know, I'm getting maybe one of you was in like a motorcycle accident or a car accident where you still have scrapes and scratches from that, or you may still have like trauma from that accident. Okay. And maybe from that situation that has kind of shaped you to move through life in a certain way for some of you. Okay. But yeah, some of y'all could have even been in maybe physical fights or a lot of verbal arguments with other people because people saw how strong-willed you are, and they wanted to cross your boundaries, or they wanted to persuade you to be like them, or to be, I guess, normal or be different, or not different, but be more like them so they can feel more comfortable. Okay. Yeah, some people may describe you as being mean, but it's just because of the things that you've been through has shaped you into who you are. Let's keep going. So we have drink tea and clean your space. Okay. So you could be someone who's very serious about things being clean, things being in order. You could have OCD or ADHD. Okay, you could be 21, you could be 29. But yeah, you're someone who likes things to be neat or clean or organized in a certain way. And if you're around other people who are dysfunctional or chaotic, you will not spend that much time with them because it throws you off a balance. Okay. And maybe some of you like holistic approaches also. You might like to use natural remedies or holistic remedies whenever you have health issues or anything like that. Instead of taking like man-made medicine, you may turn to herbs or spices or certain like life hacks that your grandparents did for you growing up to help you heal. Okay, let's get a few more. Let's see. All right, we have Pan, which is the devil, and also represents Capricorn energy. So yeah, you're someone who's very serious about what you want. You're very goal driven, group one. Um, yeah, and this is who you really are. Like no matter what, you're goal driven. You always have your eye on the mark. You always have your eye on the prize, and nobody can get in your way of that. And that could also be another reason why you have such strong boundaries. Yeah. It's like for you, you could realize that you always get what you want. And it could also be because like you could get what you want from other people because they respect you and because of how strong-willed and powerful your words are. All right, we got the hangman. Okay, so maybe some of the things that you've been through still bothers you to this day, like things from your past, it may still bother you. You may be still healing from those things. Okay. There may be someone in your life or certain people that are still in your life that have contributed to these traumas and triggers or challenges you had to deal with. And like you could keep your distance from them, but you still you're still reminded of what was done to you or what was said to you by these people or this person. So sometimes you get like triggered, maybe when you see them or when you think about them or something. So yeah, you could be someone who's healing right now. And these people who might have contributed to that hurt or that pain, um, could still be in your life because it could be like a family member or a loved one or someone who has to be in your life still for some reason. Okay. You have Two of Wands. Yeah. You're someone who makes your own decisions. You're not easily persuaded. Yeah, I'm just repeating the same thing, y'all. Like everything always works out for you because you get like a bright and interesting idea. You think about it, you weigh the pros and cons, and then you're able to move forward and execute whatever that idea was, and it works out. And then we have the World. Wow. Yeah, you've been through a lot. Group one, you've been through a lot for sure. And you're someone who wants to keep your energy clean. So, like I said, like if you're around people who are chaotic or dysfunctional, you will move away from them or you won't spend as much time with them because you want to make sure your energy and your vibe stays clean and also your thoughts. So you could be someone who picks up on other people's energy easily. Um yeah, so you try to stay away from anything that will take you off of balance. Okay. So we have the air signs, earth signs, fire signs, water signs. Pretty much everybody's here. All right, group one. That's what I have for you today. Let's go to group 2. We have Ace of Cups. All right. So you're someone who enjoys the feeling of newness. You enjoy the feeling of starting something new. Like you like that adrenaline rush of starting something new and creative or something emotional. I'm getting maybe for some of you, it could be something that you're into now or something that you were into in the past. But you're someone who maybe likes to date multiple people, or you always enjoy that rush of getting to know a new person, like while dating or something like that. So yeah, you could be a lover boy or lover girl. You could be a Libra, Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces, um, Aquarius. Yeah, but you're someone who likes that new spark of like happiness or new like adrenaline rush of like happy emotion. Okay. And this is who you really are deep down. Group two. And you could always see the bright side of things. You could be someone who is optimistic. You like to stay positive. I'm hearing like you could have been through a lot of things, but because of that, you try to stay positive, and that could have been something that has brought you through tough times. Was keeping that positive attitude or doing your best to keep that positive attitude. Yeah. So your pain and things that you've been through have transformed you so much. Okay. And you could be closely connected to God or your higher self. And this could be the reason why you're able to keep this positive attitude. But I'm also getting that other people are attracted to you because of your positive energy and because like you always make other people happy. You could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. All right. What else we got? We got pig. I don't think I got this one before. Maintain self-worth and self-esteem. Yeah. Let me see what's that in the middle. Yeah. So you guys have like a gentle spirit deep within. This is who you really are. But life could have beat you up because it could have been people who took advantage of your emotions or of your openness at some point in your life. But maybe you figured out how to balance that out to where you're not giving so much of your emotion away. Okay. And I'm hearing deep down, you just want somebody to love you for who you are. That's who you really are. Deep down, you just want somebody to love you for who you are and who you are, like authentically. So keep being yourself, keep doing you, and you're going to attract that person or people to you who are really going to love and appreciate you. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. Look, positive affirmations. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, forget that part, but positive affirmations here. So I was literally just saying that when it comes to Ace of Cups. You're someone who is positive. You try to stay positive, you try to stay optimistic, okay? Yeah, you have really been working on yourself, group 2, just because of what you've been through internally and maybe what you've been through like with other people, um like the situations you've been through with other people has helped you learn more about yourself and your self-worth and has allowed you to um embrace self-love and worthiness more. You could be age 41, okay? Because it's funny. It says self-worth, self-esteem, and then you got worthy here. I love myself, brave, beautiful. I choose love. Yeah. So you're a very loving person deep down, and that's who you really are. And I feel like you guys are intuitive as well. You're very intuitive, and maybe sometimes you second guess your intuition because of maybe what you've been through with other people, or it could have been like other people who made you second guess yourself. Okay. But you're working through that, or you have worked through that. And then we got connect with your womb. Yeah, you could be healing your feminine energy right now, whether you are feminine or masculine. You could really be healing your feminine energy right now. So maybe you were more initiative or outgoing with connecting with others, but maybe now you're learning to sit back and receive that love and attention from others. And maybe in the past you were making that effort or initiative to connect with other people because you wanted, like I said before, you wanted to be loved and appreciated for who you really were. So therefore you gave that love and appreciation to other people, but maybe you weren't getting that as much as you wanted, or maybe certain people were taking advantage of your kindness. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, the star. You're a star, group 2. Definitely you're on your healing journey right now, for sure. You're healing your heart, you're healing your emotions. Especially if you're a feminine in this group, you're really healing your feminine energy right now. And like you're learning how to balance giving to yourself and giving to others, but you could be giving more to yourself right now, and this is who you really are. Eight of Pentacles. So you could be at the point where you have mastered the art of showing yourself worthiness, showing yourself love, and really embracing your true self. Like you have good roots in who you really are, and nobody can shake you from this foundation that you've created for yourself. Group 2. Wow. This is like really good energy, group 2, whoever you are. Because we got the star and the sun and Ace of Cups. Those are all like good positive cards. Eight of Pentacles is 2. Yeah, 10 of Swords. So, trigger warning. For some of you, you could have had a rough upbringing with your mother. Your mother could have been emotionally neglectful or emotionally avoidant, or maybe you didn't grow up with your mother. Okay, and because of that, you've been through certain experiences in your life because maybe you were looking for that motherly love in other people. Okay. So, growing up, maybe you were, like I said before, always maybe trying to reach out to others to gain that love, to gain that attention, that you needed from your mother growing up. But like I said, you're healing. You could be someone who has recognized this, or maybe you didn't even realize that this is where it's coming from. But for some of you, you could have had a difficult relationship with your mom growing up, or for some of you, you could be healing your relationship with your mom right now if you're still connected to her. Okay. And maybe if not, some of you have your boundaries up with your mom or a mother figure who raised you. Okay. But yeah, you're doing really good, group 2. Keep healing, keep staying positive, keep working on yourself and your self-worth, and know that you're worthy of love, worthy of respect. And yeah, energetically, now that you're on this level of healing and peace and joy, you're attracting the right people in your life who will show you that love that you're looking for. All right. So we have the earth signs, Leo, air signs, and Aquarius. All right, group 2, that was your reading. Group 3, 2 of Swords. All right. Some of you may have a hard time making decisions, and that's okay. But you could be someone who ultimately wants to make the right decision. You don't want to mess up. Yeah, you want to make sure you're doing things the right way. So you could be, for you, you could be maybe overly critical of yourself, or maybe overly critical of your decisions. Growing up, you could have had people who are overly critical of you and the decisions that you have made. So um, maybe sometimes when making certain decisions, you get stumped, or you don't know what decision to make for yourself sometimes. All right. But I'm hearing, like, for you guys, you're someone who is deeply emotional. It's not a bad thing. Um, you just have a lot of emotions. Yeah, you could be an air sign or a water sign, or those two signs could be in your big three. Sometimes you may remain undecided, or sometimes you don't like making certain decisions if people ask you, like, oh, what do you want to do? Or maybe when it comes to making a major decision or something, you may try to stay neutral, even though you want things to be, even though you may want to decide one thing, you may remain like neutral, because you don't want to ruffle feathers, or you don't want to make the wrong decision. And then you don't want to have people judge you for it. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what else we got. So we have Bear, use power with wisdom. Okay. So that undecided energy could be your energy now, or past energy. And maybe now you have stepped up and have been able to become more decisive about your life, or more decisive just in general when making choices or decisions. Maybe you have grown to gain some wisdom in your decisions. You know what I mean? Like, maybe, I don't know why I'm getting this, you're able to think for yourself now, because maybe you relied on other people to make decisions for you, or you would go along with the decisions other people would make. Okay. And this is who you really are. Yeah. You're someone who's very powerful. Group 3. You might not realize it, but you're very powerful. Your emotions are powerful. Your words are very powerful. And maybe in the past, there could have been people who tried to shut you down because of this. Could have been older people or family members who would try to silence you, or help, or wanted you to dim your light, or so, yeah, did I say that already? Like, they wanted to silence you because of how strong and powerful your emotions and your words are. And I feel like I can relate to this, because I'm very my emotions can be very intense. When I get passionate about something, my words just come out like a knife, slicing like a knife, or whatever. And some people may not be ready for it, especially if they're older than me, or if they're family members or loved ones or whatever. But yeah, some people, group 3, are just not going to understand you, and that's okay. But they will respect you. I'll put it like that. So we have read, and we have create art. Um, so you could be someone who does something with your hands. You could be a creative person. You could be artistic. Yeah, one of you guys, you're good with drawing or painting or something like that. And some of you, you like to learn also. So you could be big on reading up on different things, like self-help topics or non-fictional books that you like to read. And this is who you really are. And I'm hearing you find peace and solitude in that. You find peace and solitude in reading or creating. And I'm getting that for you, this could be an emotional outlet. All right. And I'm getting also like some people may not know how to take you, or they can't pinpoint who you really are because they can't put you in a box. Okay. So yeah, your opinions may be way different from others. And maybe now you are expressing those opinions, even though they're different. Maybe in the past you held back, but maybe now you are speaking your truth and using your throat chakra. You have justice. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you guys, some of you could be working on this now, working on speaking up and expressing yourself more. And it's balancing things out for you karmically because you're speaking up and you're speaking your truth. Oh, this card fell. We got Knight of Cups. When you express yourself, group 2, when you express your opinions or your decisions, even if they don't align with other people's decisions, this makes you feel better. This makes you feel better. You've realized this. Or if you have not realized this, I'm here to tell you that when you express your opinions or ideas that's different from others, it will make you feel better because you're not holding yourself back. You're not holding back your emotions. You're not holding back your intensity. Okay. And there's someone or people out there who actually like this type of intensity. You probably just haven't found those type of people yet. And maybe because you are always spending time, or maybe most of the time you're spending time with people like your family members or loved ones or friends who may be a little closed-minded or who may be more on a traditional side, so they may not understand your broad ideas and your radical ideas and thoughts. Okay, so maybe start trying to find your tribe, or um having conversations with different people. Okay, because if you have the conversations, the same type of conversations with the people you've always been around, and you see that they're not understanding you or comprehending or not even wanting to try to understand you, those are not your people. Yeah, and that may be God's sign for you to start looking elsewhere to connect with people mentally and emotionally. I mean, even hearing maybe you should join a book club. If you're one of those people who like to read or whatever, join a book club, go to the library, see what different programs they got going on there. You know, you have 8 of Cups. Yeah. You find your happiness in like escaping through artwork or escaping through reading and things like that. And this is who you really are. Five of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. So group 3, just focus on being comfortable with stepping out of your comfort zone and speaking your truth and sharing your truth. I can relate to this. I used to be very timid and quiet about my ideas and the things that I liked because, the way that I grew up, I was taught pretty much to think a certain way, believe a certain way, and then, if you believed anything different from that, or if I believed anything different from that or thought differently or whatever, it was shunned or dismissed, or it wasn't appreciated or acknowledged. Okay. And you could be someone who may be dealing with this same thing. But I was able to just come out of it and learn that like I am my own person. Just because I grew up a certain way and was indoctrinated to believe certain things or to live life a certain way doesn't mean that I have to continue that on into my adulthood. Okay, maybe that's a lesson that you guys are learning too, or maybe that's just something that you need to hear. But yeah, just let go of the past. Um, certain things happen for a reason so that you can grow into the person who you are, or grow into the person that you're becoming, or that you're learning to become. Okay. Yeah, just continue to go towards your happiness, do things that make you happy, surround yourself with people who make you happy, even if it's not your family or if it's not like your friends or loved ones that you're used to being around. That's okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we have water signs heavy, we have Libra heavy, and then the other air signs. That was your reading. Let's keep going. We have what is this? Group 4, 9 of Cups. So you do your best to appreciate the things and people that are around you. There could have been at one point in your life where you were down and out, you were struggling financially. You could have been someone who had to ask people for food, ask people for money, and things like that. But now you have improved in those areas, and you're someone who really appreciates where you've come from and appreciate the things that you have and what you've built for yourself. Okay. And you take pride in the life that you have and the lifestyle that you've built. And this is who you really are. You have a lot of abundance around you, group 4. And some people, like the way that you live your life or just your lifestyle, may not seem as abundant to some people, maybe because they find value in materialistic things, but you're someone who finds value in deep and substantial things that are long lasting. And this is who you really are. Interesting. All right, let's keep going. We have a guinea pig. Fun fact, I used to have a guinea pig growing up. That was like my only pet that I ever had was a guinea pig. But then I think I was what, 6, 5 or 6. Um, and then we gave her away. Well, we gave them away. Um, because we were always busy and stuff like that. And then we didn't really have time to take care of them, but also we were all scared of the guinea pig. Like the guinea pigs would run under the bed. Yeah, it was just a fun fact. I used to have a guinea pig as a pet. So, and she has the same colors too. Like my guinea pig was tan and white also. But anyways, I don't know why I'm going into detail about that, but some of you guys could be animal lovers, and that's who you really are deep down. You have like a love and respect for animals. So you could either work closely with animals, or you really bond well and connect well with animals or pets, like other people's animals and pets. Yeah. So I'm getting also through your gratitude and thankfulness and appreciation for the life that you have, you also encourage other people to show gratitude to their own life. And you could allow people to have like a different perspective on maybe their situation, because maybe certain people think that they're down and out or that they don't have much. But when they look at you, they're like, oh, well, I have just as much as this person. And well, okay, so these other people look at you and they say, I have just as much as group 4, but they're not complaining. You know, they're celebrating and being happy, and they seem like they're in a good mood, or they're content and satisfied with their life. So maybe I should start doing the same thing. Yeah, so you're influential, group 4, and that's who you really are. We have build strength. Oh, uh, I don't know why this card keep coming out. Like for my few of my readings, this card keeps coming out, so I don't know what that's about. But we have SCX. See if that'll help. Um, Well, I'm getting to that you could just be someone who has a really nice body. You could be into um health and wellness. You could be into maintaining a good body shape. Okay. You could be someone who does like physical activity, or like a fighting sport as a hobby, or a fighting sport to stay in shape. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see what else we get. You could be age 44. We have 4 cups here. Yeah, this is just confirming like you could have been in a tough situation before where you were struggling, you were down and out, and you didn't have much, um, but you still pushed through. Okay. And there could have been, I'm getting, there could have been like maybe one person who influenced you or encouraged you to come out of this uh, state of feeling deprived or feeling like you don't have much, but maybe they help you see that like, look, you still have this, you still have that, like you are so rich and abundant already, even though you may not feel like it. Yeah, you could be someone who encourages other people too. Like you could be a counselor, life coach, motivational speaker, someone like that. And this is who you really are. Okay, we have the Lovers. um I don't have anything else to block them. I'm gonna just keep them like that for now, I guess. um you could have attracted a soulmate, group 4. You could have attracted this soulmate once you were able to show gratitude and appreciation for your surroundings, and gratitude and appreciation for the lifestyle that you've built for yourself. And it could, you could have attracted this soulmate or this romantic partner because of the fact that you were focusing on yourself and giving love to yourself and choosing you. So therefore, you attracted a soulmate or a romantic partner that chose you as well. All right, we have 9 of Swords. Yeah, you guys have been through a lot of things. I'm getting group 4. You've been through a lot, but you're very strong and very powerful internally. You have a lot of inner strength, and this is who you really are. Yeah. And 7 of Swords. Let me get one more. And then we have the Medicine Wheel, which is Wheel of Fortune. You could have ended some type of, yeah. Okay, so you definitely ended some type of tough cycle where you were stressed out, maybe didn't know where your next meal was coming from, or didn't know, like it could be relating to your job or your finances or something. But now you're stepping up. Now things are improving and changing for you. Um, Maybe nowadays you are keeping certain things to yourself, or you're being more strategic in how you move throughout life. You could be more strategic with how you connect with others also. And I'm getting, maybe in the past there could have been people who drained you of your energy or drained you of your resources and your money, and that could have led you to being in a certain state of being deprived, or not having as much as you did before helping these people or this person. Yeah, but I'm hearing like you've learned your lesson throughout the years, and now things are looking up for you. The wheel is turning in your favor for sure. Interesting. All right, so we have air signs, we have water signs, and then we have Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. All right, group 4, that was your reading. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.